POV: the main character. I am Naruto Namikaze, the younger brother of Minato Namikaze. I'm 20 years old now. I'm a couple of hours younger than my brother. But we had a relationship like the first and second Hokage. He was a cheerful idiot genius, and I was a serious but sometimes cheerful genius. I was more brilliant than him. In my 20s, I was at the level of the gods, so the god of death told me, I have 2 calls of ravens and snakes. I also learned their senjutsu and have the element of lightning. I use chains more often, because in addition I had chains similar to Uzumaki chains. The wife of Kushin's brother Uzumaki taught me how to control them, also learned Rasengan and improved by creating a disappearing Rasengan. I also learned Fuin. From birth I could create any Fuin. The god of death fitted me with all the Fuin techniques and I gave him 10 souls. Kushina is due to give birth soon in 2 days, as they said they would have twins, the boy Menma and the daughter Minako. The idiot brother wanted to call the boy by my name, but I prescribed Shapalak for him and he refused this thought. In POV: the main character now Naruto has been sent on a mission. The mission is to kill one of the S+ rank Nukanins. He went alone. There was a battle and later the state of Nukeninum was shaken. He was near death and having folded the seals for the last time, an explosion thundered. Naruto disappeared and there was a crater on the ground. Later, Chita Namikaze found out about it and Kushina began to cry, and Minato sat without mood. There was a battle going on in the clearing. There were 20 men lying on the ground with weapons. There were also 40 male people and 1 girl who was apparently poisoned and could not make a move. It was the goddess of shinobi, Kunoichi, and the head of the Uchiha clan, Uchiha Madara. She was poisoned and she was very tired. She could not make a clear and strong movement. Now we can have fun with your corpse, the man said with a grin. He had already brought the katana to death and Madara closed her eyes. But she didn't feel the pain. Opening her eyes, she saw a katana holding a chain of lightning. Everything turned back to where the chain came from. There was a guy about 20 years old with yellow hair and blue eyes and there was a straight scar on his right eye. His hair was a hedgehog on the shoulder blades. He was dressed in a black turtleneck, black cargo pants and black shinobi sandals. There were bandages on his shins, and black fingerless gloves on his hands. On the wrist of the seal, there was a drawing of a demon in chains on the turtleneck. A black raincoat hung on his torso. A crow was sitting on his shoulder. But the wind blew and everyone saw the inscriptions, Sanin ravens and snakes. His blue eyes shone in the dark, and his face was pretty. Even Madara liked him. Nobody, how dare you attack a girl, especially a beautiful one? The guy asked. The chain was coming from his stomach. The crow cawed and flew at the one who wanted to kill the girl. She gouged out her eyes. The guy landed in front of Madara and created a clone. He immediately folded the seals. The chakra control was perfect, although the chakras are like Jubi's, Raiden, the all-destroying ray, said the clone. 4 lightning bolts connected at one point and a ball of lightning enveloped all 39 men. There was an explosion. Those turned into embers. The clone disappeared and Naruto began to approach the ladder. A large snake of 1.5 meters crawled out of his cloak. You are weak and pathetic, said Naruto. A moment and his hand sparkled. Chidori. Naruto growled. A moment and his hand pierced the heart of the robber. He spat blood and fell to the ground. The crow landed on Naruto's shoulder again. You can eat it. 6, Naruto said, approaching the girl. All right, sir, the snake hissed. Naruto began to approach the trembling girl. She was afraid of this force. She was looking into the guy's blue eyes. Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you, said Naruto. He began to treat her and remove the poison. The girl calmed down more or less. What's your name? Naruto asked with a smile. Uchiha Madara, said the girl. Naruto's eyes became 5 kopecks. What era? Naruto asked. The era of the creatures of the great villages. And what? The girl asked, squinting. I don't know if you'll believe me or not, but I'm from the future. I lived in the era of the third Hokage, but in order not to change the future, I won't tell you anything, said Naruto. Okay, what's your name? Madara asked. Naruto Namikaze, said Naruto, and smiled again. His chakra is so bright and kind, but there is also seriousness. The girl thought Naruto started doing something. Later, he clenched his fist and slammed his hand into a tree. The impact left a crack. What happened? The girl asked. I will be here for 4 years, and my brother's wife will give birth in a day, Naruto said. Oh, okay, do you have a place to live? Madara asked. I won't go to the village, but I have a shelter that should be at this time, Naruto said. They went to the shelter. Along the way, they talked and became friends. We went to the shelter, which was clean. This shelter was next to Konoha. Okay, I'll visit you every day or once a week, Madara said. Good, said Naruto. 3 years have passed. Naruto visited Madara and both began to experience something to each other. Madara did not understand, but Naruto already felt this feeling, love. Naruto trained and hunted. Now he was watching the boar. But then someone scared off the boar from behind Naruto. Turning around, there was a man of about 30 with snow-white hair and the same skin color. The eyes had irises of a blue luminous color, the sclera were black, and veins swelled around the eyes. He was dressed in a white kimono, as well as tomo patterns on the kimono. There were also horns that grew from the temples and reached to the forehead. Hello, Namikaze. Naruto, a man whom Shinigami considers strong at the level of God, said the man. Introduce yourself, Naruto asked politely. Senshi Otsutsuki, the leader of the Otsutsuki clan, said Senshi. Is it clear why you came? Naruto asked. To kill you. You are a danger to the clan, Senshi said. It's too late, you didn't expect it and died, Naruto said. Then Senshi felt pain. Looking down, he saw how his heart was pierced by an electric circuit. You didn't die, because for this you need to destroy the body. So Kirin, said Naruto. A moment and his hand began to sparkle. The clouds above them began to thicken. Naruto left his lightning at Senshu's. The same managed to create karma in Naruto. Disappear with lightning, said Naruto. A blue dragon flew out of the clouds, which could be seen from Konoha. Senshi's body was destroyed into atoms. Naruto abruptly appeared at home where there were piles of barriers. Naruto appeared in space. Senshi was standing there. How? Didn't I destroy your body? Naruto asked. True, I am considered dead, but we can seal our souls in you people, but your chakra destroyed my mind, so I have 5 minutes, I want to transfer my power to you. Thanks to her and yours you will become like Shinigami in strength. You have karma to activate it. Just add to she has a chakra, it is on your right palm. The same dojutsu as mine, the name Jogen, has the abilities of all Manjiko Sharingans that may exist at all. I will leave the information in your subconscious. Also has all the abilities of Byakugan. Good luck to you. I forgot to add, karma can absorb techniques that consist purely of chakras. Well, good luck to you. Karma adds you to 15 times stronger. All the characteristics, said Senshi. Thank you, Senshi. I will call my son by this name, said Naruto. Thank you. Also during karma you got the same horn as me, but now you have to take a double surname, Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki. Your pride has also risen. You remain the same in the family, but in public you are very arrogant. Good luck to you again, Senshi said and disappeared. Naruto found himself in the library. There were all the techniques he knew, but it turned out that because he absorbed Otsutsuki, he got all the experience and all the knowledge of Senshi, as well as all 5 elements and all genomes, Shikatsumiyaku bones. Explosion Bokuden, Sanjiten, Woodmokutan, Dirt Daten, Zarshchakuden, Smoke Smokatan, Lava Yotan, Ice Hayatan, Crystal Shuden, Speed Jinten, Steel Kutan, Gas Gazutan, Darkness Maiden, Storm Runten, Boiling Futen. Naruto began to sit there and study techniques. He found out that Senshi is considered the creator of Otsutsuki, and that he was the strongest, but now Naruto is the strongest. All 1,000 clones started practicing techniques. So are the eyes. In 40 days in the subconscious and 4 hours in the real world, he learned everything. When he got out, he lay down on the bed and fell asleep. He used the chakra to produce nutrients for himself, and he also learned how to make solid objects from the chakra. He also created Raisingans with elements. But now a detachment headed by Madara moved into the area where the explosion was, and Tobirama was also in the squad. Running there, they saw a crater. Everyone stood in shock. Madara realized that this was the work of Naruto. But she didn't. They started exploring the square, but found nothing and returned. Later, when they returned and reported the information, Madara went to Naruto's hideout. Naruto was already sitting there and looking at his karma. He burned the gloves so as not to cover karma. He was wearing a sleeveless white raincoat. On the back there were hieroglyphs, Sanin ravens and snakes, as well as Tomo patterns on the back. White pants and high white shinobi sandals. A white t-shirt where there was a drawing of a black demon in chains on the torso. There were bandages on his shins, chains hung on his wrists. There was a diamond in the palm of his right hand, and the edges of the cloak were with a blue and yellow cloth. The facial features became aristocratic and insular. The eyes did not change, but the irises began to glow, and there was also a straight scar on the right eye. Madara flew into the shelter. Did you arrange this? Madara asked. What are you talking about? Naruto asked about the crater. Madara said, and that's, well, I'm a long story. Naruto said, why did you change your clothes? Madara asked, squinting, and what? Can't I change my outfit? Naruto asked. You can, but it's just interesting, said the red Madara. Don't blush please, Naruto asked with a blush. And why? Madara asked. You look even cuter and I want to pat your cheeks, said Naruto. The girl blushed even more deeply and turned around and ran out of the room. Bye. Madara shouted. It's kind of weird, Naruto said. Specifications: Fuin, Ashina and above Dojutsu, Oitsutsuki and above Ninjutsu, Oitsutsuki and above Areninjutsu, better than Tsunade and Hashirama Genjutsu, Koto Amatsukami and Tsukiyomi Kenjutsu, Ashina and above Taijutsu, a guy with 8 gates and above Bukenjutsu, Itachi and above Chakra Control, perfect Chakra Reserve, almost infinite character, kind in the family circle, arrogant and cold in public. Another year has passed. Naruto has honed his skills to perfection and he will be able to fight against Shinigami, but it's not a fact that he will win, so to speak, 50-50. But after 2 hours Naruto will return back to his own time. He put on a black cloak. Wearing a wide hood, he went to Konoha to say goodbye to Madara. After 30 minutes he came to the gate. There were 4 Chunins as guards. Stand, name and purpose of arrival, said Chunin. Get out, worms, said Naruto. He went on. He was attacked by these 4. The first one punched him in the face. But Naruto just beat off the blow with his hand and kicked his knee, from which he fell to the other knee, but not for long. Naruto cut Chunin's face from his knee, from which he fell unconscious. The Chunins abruptly folded their seals. Suetun, a water ball, said Chunin. Raiden, thunder discharge, said the second Chunin. Naruto was flying a ball of water 4 by 4 meters from which lightning flashed. But Naruto looked at him with his Jogan and the ball was sucked into the funnel, but later the ball flew back out of the funnel. 2 Chunins fell with lightning burns. The eye became normal again. The 4th tried to drag Naruto into Genjutsu. But he appeared in some room, but his hands and feet were in chains. The demon himself came out in chains. RRRR, don't you dare enter my master's territory, the demon growled. He started beating Chunin. Later, he turned off and flew out of the subconscious. Naruto went on. He was attacked in heaps. From Chunins to Umbu. But now kunai has been thrown at him. Naruto just caught them and stuck them in the legs of the last group. 3 genins ran at him. "Stupid worms," said Naruto when the first genin raised his fist to strike and inside rejoiced when the fist was at a distance of 5 centimeters. But Naruto dodged and catching the hand just made a move and the hand broke. Genin shouted, "The child," Naruto said irritably the moment he hit his knee in the stomach and he exhaled all the air from his lungs. Naruto hit his fist in the head and genin flew into the wall. The 2 genins looked at Naruto with fear. But he folded only one-handed seal of concentration. "Kato, the great fireball," said Naruto the moment and he blew the ball 15 by 15 meters. The genins were already saying goodbye to their lives as a wooden wall with a water wall appeared between them and the fire, and the genins were taken away by the blue hand of the skeleton. It was Hashirama, Tobirama and Madara with Manjiko in their eyes. "Kids, he's not your level, help the wounded," Hashirama said. 3 stood in front of the guy. But Madara folded the seals. "Kato, the song of the fire dragons," said Madara. Naruto flew 10 balls in the form of dragon heads. Dust rose. When the dust settled, everyone saw white ribs from the chakra. And in the dark there was a blue eye that glowed, a black sclera and a black pupil. But the sclera turned white, and the ribs disappeared. "Commendable, Madara, you really haven't changed as a force," Naruto said. Why did you come?" Madara asked with shock. "Do you know him?" Hashirama asked. "Yes," Madara said. "And who is he?" asked Tobirama. "It's none of your business," Madara said. "He attacked Konoha, that's Konoha's business." Hashirama shouted. "This is my personal, why did you come here?" Madara asked. "I decided to say goodbye, I have 5 minutes left, you know where I'm going," so Naruto said, starting to approach Madara, but Hashirama and Tobirama got in his way. "Step back, or I'll kill you," Naruto said. "What are you going to do to us?" Tobirama asked seriously. Naruto folded the one-handed seals. "Futton, a skillful fog," said Naruto. "The Senju brothers are here." Surrounded by fog that began to corrode them, as well as the organs inside. Both fell. Naruto passed by. "Where did you get the genome and the element of fire?" Madara asked. "It's a long story, I have 2 minutes, I wanted to confess to you," Naruto said, approaching the girl in a tight "I love you, Uchiha Madara," as a girl, Naruto said and hugged her. The girl stood in shock, but later a blush appeared. "I love you too, but we won't meet again," Madara said, responding to the hug. "I'll see you again in the future, goodbye," said Naruto. Then he lit up. Steam is gone. The moment and Naruto disappeared, but the black cloak was on Madara. He appeared in the clearing. He sent his ravens to investigate. As he found out, 4 years have passed as in that time. Naruto gathered himself and went to Konoha. After walking an hour to the gate, 2 chunins were standing there. When they saw Naruto, they recognized him and bowed. No one could not but know about the yellow raven. "Naruto-sama, where have you disappeared to?" Chunin asked. "It's a long story, what about my brother and his family?" Naruto asked. "Everyone died, after giving birth, the fox broke out and destroyed the floor of Konoha, your brother killed Kyubi," said the guardian. Naruto's eyes became 5 kopecks. But a single transparent tear flowed out. His gaze became like a doll's. "Is it clear who the new Hokage is?" Naruto asked. "Treaty-sama," said the guard haltingly. Naruto went to the residence. He didn't listen to anything as he walked. People bowed when they saw him. But Naruto didn't pay attention as he heard a child's cry for help. Naruto immediately ran there. There he saw a boy with wheat-colored hair being beaten by 2 Umbu who were drunk and who apparently had to follow the boy. Naruto felt a familiar chakra and fox chakra in the boy, which meant that he was a Jinchuriki. In a second, he understood everything and flew into a rage. His rhombus released patterns, which reached the guy's forehead. Jogen immediately began to burn in his eye. Naruto managed not to release the horn. "Nobody," said Naruto the moment and the chest of one Umbu was pierced by an electric beam. The beam emitted the singing of 1,000 birds. How dare you? Naruto-sama? Umbu said with fear when he saw Naruto. How dare I? How dare you beat up a child who is only 4 years old? Naruto is a demon, there's a demon in him, Umbu said confidently. So my brother's wife was also a demoness? You stupid brute, but I'll fix it, Tsukiyomi, said Naruto. A second that for Umbu lasted 72 hours of torture and the same Umbu fell to the ground screaming. Karma disappeared and the eye became the same again. Naruto immediately approached the boy and began to treat him. The same one looked at Naruto in shock. Naruto smiled at him. Hi, what's your name? Naruto asked. Menma Uzumaki, Dante Bay, said the boy. My name is Naruto Namikaze, said Naruto with a smile. It can't be, you are the brother of the 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze and the Yellow Raven. Menma shouted in shock. Please don't shout, yes it's me, are you an orphan? Naruto asked. Yes, I lived in a shelter, but later I was given an apartment, but sometimes an old man and a man in a dog mask with ashen hair visited me, Menma said clearly. Let's go to the 3rd, we'll tell him about what happened, Naruto said. Don't you think I'm a demon? Menma asked seriously. No, you're an ordinary boy, Naruto said and lifted the boy onto his shoulders. Wow, so cool. Menma exclaimed. Hold on tight, said Naruto. Naruto came out of the alley with Menma. Everyone looked at Naruto and the demon in surprise. They walked calmly and talked. No one said or did anything, everyone was afraid of Naruto. Everyone knew that the Namikaze brothers had the same as the Senju brothers Hashirama and Tobirama. After going to the residence, they were met by a secretary. Hello, Naruto-sama, what is the demon doing to you? The secretary asked. Kill you with Chidori in the chest, or torture you with kunai, Naruto hissed angrily. The secretary got scared and hid behind a chair. Excuse me, Naruto-sama, said the secretary. Naruto and Menma went to the Hokage's office. The 3rd Hokage was sitting there sorting papers. Hello, the 3rd old man, did not find a way for my brother to sort out the papers quickly? Naruto asked. Naruto? You're back. Oh, so also Menma is with you, said Hiruzen. Menma, close your ears please, asked Naruto. Menma did so and sat down on the sofa. You must have eaten, old man, why the hell am I walking around Konoha? And Umbu beat my nephew Jinchuriki? Naruto shouted. Umbu, go away, said Hiruzen. I am waiting for an answer, Naruto demanded. I am sorry, Minato sealed Kubi in his children, but he himself died along with Kushina. Minako, I hid that she was a Jinchuriki, but Menma had to be declassified. I wanted to take 2 into custody, but the elders and heads of clans except Uchiha and Nara were against. Minako I was able to take custody, but Menma had to give it to a shelter. They generally wanted to put bookmarks on it, but I threatened them, so. The boy thinks and decides for himself, Hiruzen said guiltily. Clearly, I will take 2 of them under my care. Who will be against? I will kill them and send them to Shinigami-sama, said Naruto. I will only be 4, said Hiruzen. He began to fill out the papers, as the elders of Konoha burst in. I forbid the village's weapons to be taken into custody. Danzo shouted. Shut up. Firstly, I'm their godfather, secondly, they won't ask you, and thirdly, do you want to feel the full dance of the Thunder God on yourself? Naruto growled. Everyone swallowed nervously, because thanks to this technique, Minato was called Yellow Lightning. For the good of the village, Jinchuriki should be an orphan. Danzo Sadie don't care about the village, it doesn't recognize its heroes. Did you even know that Umbu beat up a boy just like that? Would you be pleased if I beat up your nephew or son with someone? Naruto asked. Umbu also needs to be removed. Danzo said. Well, I'm also boiling, I also need to put some steam somewhere, Naruto said. Then 3 chains of lightning flew out of it. They started circling around the office, but also a snake crawled out of Naruto's cloak and crawled to Danzo. The one immediately jumped back and threw kunai at the snake. She just dodged but crawled to Menma and began to rub. Menma patted her uncertainly. Naruto smiled at this. Get out, while I'm kind, said Naruto. The elders fled fearing for their lives. Naruto approached Hiruzen and took the papers. Where is Minako? Naruto asked. She is at my house. For me she is a granddaughter, but now they will bring her Umbu, a dog. Hiruzen sighed. A 17-year-old guy with ashen hair, Umbu equipment and a dog mask appeared in the office. Uncle Dog, said Menma. Hi, Menma, have you called Hokage-sama? Asked the dog. And he didn't notice me, and I taught him to Raiden, said Naruto, offended Naruto-sensei. Kakashi shouted in surprise. That's right, Kakashi-kun, said Naruto. Dog, bring me Minako, she's at my house, said Hiruzen. Hi, said Umbu and disappeared. After about 10 minutes, Kakashi brought Minako. Why did you call, Tariq III? Minako asked. What is hereditary with you? Okay, Naruto Namikaze wants to take you under his care, Hiruzen said. Ahem, Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki, now so, correct in the documents, said Naruto. Okay, said Hokage, but Grandpa, I'm under your care. Minako shouted. I am not officially, but he's a relative of yours, he'll explain everything later, Hiruzen said clearly. Give me the documents for them and the account of Minato and Kushina, said Naruto. After 10 minutes, he received all the documents and approached the children. Well, kids, it's time to go to a new house, but first we'll take your things with you, Naruto said with a smile. I'm with you. Can I, Hokage-sama? Kakashi asked. Yes, you're free for today, just change your clothes, Hiruzen said. We'll go get Minako's things for now, Naruto said and went out with the children. He took them by the handles and went to the Sarutobi quarter. The guards let them through there after Minako told them everything. They collected all of Minako's belongings and sealed them in a scroll. Later, coming out of the block, they were met by Kakashi. Well, are we going to get Menma's things? Kakashi asked. Yes, said Naruto. The four of them went. We also talked along the way. Listen, Naruto-sensei, why don't you have a house? Kakashi asked. It's simple, I always went on missions and I didn't have time to take care of the house, so I lived with my brother, and he and his wife didn't mind. I also bought sweets all the time or helped with cleaning or cooking, so we lived in peace and harmony, Naruto said. They walked to a large house with 2 floors. The house was surrounded by a gate 3 meters high. Wow, are we going to live here? Menma asked. You think right, said Naruto. They went into the house. Naruto showed everyone what and where he is. For the early Naruto bought furniture and books for the students of the academy. They removed the children's things and put other things. The food was checked in the kitchen and it was fresh thanks to Fuin. The 4 of them went into the living room. And so, I'll tell you who your parents are, said Naruto. And who is it? Menma asked. Your father is my brother Minato Namikaze, and your mother is Kushina Uzumaki. I couldn't take you under my care earlier because I was seriously injured and I was recovering until today. Naruto Sadie wanted to take you too, but the clan council forbade me. Kakashi said. That is, Naruto-san, are you our godfather and uncle? Menma asked. That's right, said Naruto. A moment and 2 children hugged Naruto. He hugged them back. And who is Kakashi-san to us then? Menma asked. Elder brother, after all, my and your father's student, said Naruto with a smile. Kakashi-san, can I call you brother or Enai-san? Minako asked. Of course, and let's go to you, said Kakashi making a nice smile. So, it's time to have dinner and go to bed, said Naruto. Hi, said 3. They went into the kitchen where Naruto prepared 4 servings. Later, everyone ate, the children went to bed and the adults stayed. They look like their parents, Kakashi said. Yeah, Menma is a joyful fool like Minato, but Minako is too energetic like Kushina, said Naruto. Yeah, okay, I'll go, Kakashi said. Good luck, said Naruto. He saw Kakashi off and closed the door. Later he went to bed himself. It's morning now. Naruto woke up earlier and after a shower went to the kitchen where he started cooking for 3. After 4 hours, the children came out. They also went and did water treatments and went to the kitchen. Everyone had their own room, and Naruto went to Minato and Kushina's room. He used to sleep in the living room. Hello, Uncle Naruto, Menma said with a smile. Hello, sit down and eat, said Naruto. Both sat down and began to eat. Naruto explained the etiquette at the table during the meal and the children understood everything. Well, tell me what you can do, said Naruto. Well, I can only talk and count, said the sad Menma. I can speak, write, count and read, Minako said. Great, Menma, don't worry, and I'll give you a Minako task. Teach your younger brother to write and read. It will be useful for both of you. You will learn more about each other, Naruto said with a smile. Good, said the children. Well, I'll sleep for now, because I recently had a battle and I want to rest, but don't leave the house, or take Sinks with you, Naruto said. And who is Sinks? Minako asked. Sinks. Crawl up to me, Naruto shouted. A snake of 2 meters of yellow coloring crawled out of the turn. It's a Sinks, don't be afraid, it doesn't bite my family and friends, Naruto said with a smile. The snake crawled up to the children and began to rub. They got stars in their eyes and ran into Minako's room with a snake. A yellow crow landed on Naruto's shoulder. Let the other crows also be in the sector of the house. If the children are kidnapped or they themselves will leave to inform me, Naruto said. Okay, but you can put eration on them, said the crow. I put it on, but they don't have a chakra and they won't be able to give me a signal, Naruto said. It is clear what to do if they left the house themselves. Ask the crow to monitor, there will be an act of aggression to transmit information, said Naruto. Good, said the crow and flew out. The children studied for days and studied well. Naruto spoiled them with sweets and they walked around the park. Now they were sitting in the kitchen and talking. Uncle, teach us the way of shinobi, Minako asked. Okay, let's go to the training ground, Naruto said. They went to the training ground. The children were over the moon with happiness. And so, your task is to do 25 squats, 25 push-ups, 20 pull-ups and 10 laps around the polygon. You will not be able to become a shinobi, Naruto said. The children worked hard but completed it in 2 hours. Both stood eating as if leaning on each other. Well done, in fact it was a test of your perseverance and you passed, said Naruto. But no one listened to him anymore, but slept. Naruto took them on his shoulders and carried them through the rooms. Having laid it out, he went to dinner and to bed. Time skip 2 years. The children were able to awaken the chakra. They knew the theory at the level of Chunin, physical training like Chunin. They knew shadow cloning techniques, henge and replacement control at the Chunin level. When Menma was attacked, the perpetrators of the attack were found dead 3 hours later, but now the Namikaze family was going to the Shinobi Academy. The children were dressed in red tracksuits. Minako's hair turned bloody. Minako had red stripes on her suit, while Menma had yellow stripes. Naruto as before. He hasn't changed much, Naruto stood aside, as did the children who became calmer. No one approached them, but Hiruzen appeared on the scene. When he saw Namikaze, he smiled and began to rub about the will of fire. Naruto looked around and saw the cheat of the head of the Uchi. They had 2 children, Sasuke Uchiha and Kiyomi Uchiha. The first boy, the second girl. Fugaku saw Naruto surprised, but later smiled and raised his hand in greeting. Naruto also raised his hand. Later, the children went to classes. Naruto jumped onto a branch and began to wait. Repeat Menma. So we went to class together with Minako. Our teacher had a scar on the bridge of his nose. We sat down. Minako and I sat by the window on the 3rd desk. The girls started running after this Uchiha, who was smug. Okay, our uncle is strong and cool, but he is weak to that level. His twin sister is normal, Kiyomi-chan, and maybe I fell in love, my sister fell in love with Sasuke, but it doesn't matter. The teacher came and we started introducing ourselves. I've seen Uchiha and they're all gloomy and proud, only 2 normal ones I've seen before, but now Kiyomi is the 3rd one who is kind and sweet. Later, after introducing ourselves, we left. We saw an uncle in a tree and approached him. End of the Menma. How's the class going? Naruto asked, sitting in the kitchen with his niece as well. It's fine, I liked Kiyomi-chan, Menma said with a smile, and Sasuke-kun is for me, Minako said and blushed prettily. Hehe, Uchiha Uzumaki has such a feature, they are monogamous, you fell head over heels in love, so I don't mind you marrying them, Naruto said. Time skipped 3 years now. Naruto was walking around Konoha at night. But then he hears screams. Running there, he ran to the Uchi quarter where there were Uchi corpses. Naruto walked on, he saw Itachi, Sasuke, and Kiyomi. Itachi cried looking at his younger ones. Sasuke was sleeping leaning on the fence, and Kiyomi was on him. But Itachi was gone. Naruto took the children on his shoulders and disappeared in yellow lightning. He appeared in the hospital where he handed over the children to the doctors, and he sent the clone home to follow Menma and Minako. The next morning they woke up. Kiyomi started crying and hugging her brother. Then Naruto enters their room. Hi, Sasuke and Kiyomi, as I understand it, said Naruto. Right, what do you need? Sasuke asked. I am Naruto Namikaze Satsuki, I was a friend of your parents and would like to take you under my care, said Naruto. We agree, Kiyomi said, sniffing. Well, I asked the doctors, your condition is normal, so I suggest you go get your things and come to my house, said Naruto, and so they did. They took things and went to Naruto's house. There, thanks to Makoto, he made an extension. After going inside, they saw Menma and Minako eating, and in front of them sat a clone who later disappeared with a pop. Menma, Minako, these are your neighbors, so let's say, so show them the house and tell them everything, Naruto said. Sasuke-kun? Minako asked, surprised and blushing. Kiyomi-chan? Menma asked with delight. Hi, Kiyomi said with a smile. Aha, Sasuke said coldly. Yuri Baka, brother, that's enough, we need to live all the moments happily, Kiyomi said with a smile. I want revenge, said Sasuke. Then Naruto enters the room. Revenge will not lead to anything, first you need to figure it out and then solve everything, said Naruto. As if you were losing people dear to you, said Sasuke. A lot, parents, brother, his wife, brother's students, his love, so don't teach me the mind of reason. You're just a brat who was stroked by hatred, said Naruto. Sasuke didn't say anything, but he was boiling inside. They never called him a brat. Well, let's go to the training ground, said Naruto. Sasuke happily went there like the others, and so, Menma and Minako do the basics. Sasuke and Kiyomi, you have 30 exercises of each type, 2 approaches, said Naruto, and sat down on a rocking chair created a long time ago. The children began to perform, the Uchiha barely coped, and the Namikaze were with average shortness of breath. Okay, rest for 15 minutes and let's continue, Naruto said. The children were lying on the grass and looking at the sky. Menma recalled Shikamaru's words and was convinced of their truthfulness. But later, everyone stood up and looked at Naruto, and so, now Menma and Minako go to improve the control of meditation, and you Sasuke and Kiyomi have awakened the chakra? Naruto asked. Yes, the Uchiha answered. Namikaze left and began to meditate. Uchiha and Naruto went to the trees. Your task is to climb to the top of the trees without hands, said Naruto. Is it possible? Sasuke asked. At this, Naruto grunted and began to walk with his feet on the bark of the tree and reached the top. The Uchiha were shocked. To do this, pour the chakra into the legs, but not too much or the tree will break, and not too little or you will fall. You need to find the middle, but I advise you not to rush and be nervous, said Naruto. The children started training. Time skip 2 years. Uchiha became at the level of weak Jonins with Sharingans with 3 tomos that Naruto awakened them. Namikaze became at the level of weak Jonins. Sasuke had changed. He no longer wanted revenge, he wanted to protect his sister and find out the whole truth. They became friends with their roommates. And in general, the 4 fell in love with each other. Menma is in Kiyomi and vice versa, and Sasuke is in Minako and vice versa too. Naruto was bored, of course he also trained to keep in shape. The Uchi Sharingan was coached by Kakashi, but now all the new Genins were sitting at their desks. Uchiha and Namikaze were sitting at the same desk. Their teacher enters the class. His name is Irika Yumino, and so, I am very proud and pleased with you. I wish you good luck in your shinobi journey. Carry the title of Konoha Shinobi proudly and beautifully, but you are still geniuses and you cannot relax, Irika said with tears. Flashback. Now Naruto has been summoned to the Hokage. When he arrived, he saw a tired Hiruzen. Why did you call, old man? Naruto asked. Listen, all shinobi are on assignments, but Irika, the teacher of the class where your nephews got sick, could he replace them for a day? Asked Hiruzen. Why for a day? Naruto asked. He is not seriously ill, the doctors said that tomorrow he will be like a cucumber, said Hiruzen. Okay, said Naruto. Naruto left the residence and went to the academy. He was angry that he would mess with the kids. Naruto entered the academy and walked into the classroom. Opening the door, he entered. No one paid attention except his family. They sat still and were silent. Naruto furrowed his brows. Shut up and take your seats. Naruto shouted. Everyone was scared and sat down. Your teacher Irika Yumino got sick, and I was given an order for this day to teach you. My name is Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki. I am Minato Namikaze's brother, or known as the Yellow Raven. Address me to you and with the suffix yourself. Tell me your topic. You are pink-haired, said Naruto. I am Sakura Haruno. We were going through the topic of the chakra and everything related to it, said the girl clearly. Who has read about this topic? Naruto asked. Only the Naruto family raised their hands. Clearly, Sasuke, give a definition of what a chakra is, said Naruto. The chakra is an integral part of a person. The chakra is used when using all kinds of jutsu, said Sasuke. 3. We need to talk in detail, said Naruto. Sasuke sat down on a chair in frustration. He had never been given such a low rating. You with a puppy on your head, tell me about the density of the chakra, said Naruto. The guy with the puppy on his head stood up. My name is Kiba Inuzuka. I haven't read about this topic, said Kiba. Okay, sit down, said Naruto. Kiba sat down on a chair. And so, who will tell me about chakra control? Naruto asked. Minako raised her hand. Yes, Minako, do you want to answer? Naruto asked. Yes, chakra control gives opportunities such as walking on surfaces, walking on water, spending less chakra on jutsu, folding seals with one hand, or for jutsu fewer seals. Control also allows you to create your own technique. The more chakras the less control. In the Uzumaki and Senju clan there was a problem with this, so in these clans, members rarely had good chakra control. Minako said. Well done. Sit down. 5, said Naruto. Naruto-sama, may I add to Sasuke's answer about the chakra? Kiyomi asked. Permission granted, Kiyomi, said Naruto. The chakra is created from physical strength and spiritual. During meditation and physical exercises, the chakra increases, as well as 361 tenketsu in the human body, so that our chakra can move throughout the body. The chakra is not visible to the naked eye, only dojutsu can see it, or when it is concentrated or used in large quantities. Also thanks to the chakra, people can remove genjutsu by stopping the flow of chakra, or by sacrificing a genjutsu chakra. Each chakra has its own element. For example, all members of the Uchiha clan have an element of fire. Kiyomi said. Well done. 5 for the lesson, said Naruto. Kiyomi happily sat down. And so, now I will tell you about the density of the chakra. Each person's chakra is the same on the one hand, but also different on the other. Each has its own density. The Biju chakra is the same as ours, only much thicker and denser. A dense chakra gives you even more power in the technique. For example, a fireball 3 on 3 meters of not dense chakra can burn enough trees, and if the chakra is dense, then the trees will turn into ashes, said Naruto. Naruto-sama, will anyone be able to increase the density of the chakra? Sakura asked. Yes, but you need to be careful with this. If a man has a couple of times denser chakras, then a girl may die during childbirth. So my chakra is not very dense, but if it is very dense, then during conception you need to release a chakra into the air and make a chakra of your girlfriend's level, and then the child will not die. so if a person's chakras are larger and denser than the one who is sealed in it, the creature's mind can be destroyed forever, Naruto said, and so the lessons went. Naruto told them everything they needed and the academy program and flashback, Genin teams, said Iruka Team 10, Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akimichi, Ino Yamanaka and Sensei Asuma Sarutobi Team 8, Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Hyuga, Shino Aburame and Sensei Yuhi Kurenai Team 7, Menma Namikaze, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, Minako Namikaze, Kiyomi Uchiha and Sensei Naruto Namikaze and Hatake Kakashi, said Iruka. But why does the team have 5 team members and 2 sensei? Ino asked. It's simple, Minako and Kiyomi were without a team and the council decided to add them to the team with their brothers, because of this 2 sensei, said Iruka. Everyone began to be dismantled, and only 3 hours later our sensei came. There were acquaintances and an exam that they successfully passed. For a month, Team 7 performed D-rank missions. The children were evil, and the Uzumaki character in Minako was tired of enduring these missions. Old man 3, finally give me a higher mission. Minako shouted. Okay, here's a C-rank mission for you, escorting a builder to the land of waves, Hiruzen said, holding out a scroll. Naruto took the scroll and began to read. Later, an old man of 50 years old with gray hair and sake in his hands entered the office, as well as black eyes that were covered with glasses. Wow, I am very glad that I will be accompanied by 2 strong shinobi, said Tazuna and bowed to Naruto. Well, in an hour at the gate, who will be late, I will punish with my method, said Naruto. Hi, said the team in fear. Everyone is free, but Naruto will ask you to stay, said Hiruzen. Naruto stood and looked at Hiruzen. I'm listening, old man, said Naruto. My successor was Minato, and he became the 4th Hokage. I want you to become the 5th Hokage after my death. I have already sent the documents to the daimyo and he received them, so there will be a meeting after death. The daimyo will take time to hear all the proposals and appoint you. No one should know about it yet, said Hiruzen. Well, I will take the post with pride. I also hope you old man will still live to see my children, said Naruto. Okay, I'm free, Hiruzen said. Naruto got out and went to the house. There he packed up his things and went to the gate. After sitting there for an hour, everyone was in place. Moving out, said Naruto. They went to the land of waves. They walked there for several days. But on the way there was a puddle in which Sasuke put lightning in a puddle and those 2 died. That I killed them, Sasuke drawled, trembling. There's nothing, everyone should be able to kill. If people didn't kill each other, the world would have collapsed long ago, said Naruto. They went on. Sakura asked all sorts of nonsense and Kakashi answered her. But then Naruto notices the fog that was from the chakra. Naruto showed a sign that everyone understood except the builder and Sakura. Everyone who understood took up arms. Sakura, seeing this, took kunai in her hands. But then Naruto hears the approach of an object that cuts through the air. Get down. Naruto shouted. He took Tazuna by the collar and fell to the ground. Kakashi grabbed Sakura, the others fell by themselves. It was a sword that crashed into a tree. The famous Nuke Kiri landed on it. The swordsman of the mist and the demon of the bloody mist Zabuza Mami, a Nuke of S+ rank. Wow, what an honor, the yellow raven himself and Kakashi's Sharingan, said Zabuza. Here Naruto abruptly folded the seals. Suetun, the cutting wave, said Naruto. He spat out a stream of water that went to Zabuza, but he just jumped off the sword. The jet cut the tree and it fell to the ground with a crash. Zabuza pulled out his sword and got ready. Naruto released his chains and disappeared. He appeared opposite Zabuza and struck with chains. The sword stopped the chain at the neck and heart. But Naruto just took a step and hit him in the side with his foot. Zabuza flew away towards the water. He began to fold the seals. Suetun, the water dragon, Zabuza Saida dragon appeared out of the water and flew at Naruto. The latter also quickly folded the seals. Suetun, a water mirror, said Naruto. There was a puddle that was an oval. Naruto picked it up and a water dragon of the same size flew out. Two dragons destroyed each other, not weakly, Zabuza said, starting to fold the seals. Nimpo, the technique of hidden fog, said Zabuza. Naruto was enveloped in a fog from the chakra. At this, Naruto haughtily grunted and his karma became activated. He did not activate the horn and Jogan. Suddenly, all the fog began to soak in. Digression. Naruto has learned to control his pride. When using karma, his pride becomes like all Otsutsuki, so he cannot activate the Jogan during karma, as well as the horn. Ahahaha, you are a miserable worm who has received a grain of God's power. You are a miserable worm who should be standing on my knees. Naruto said arrogantly. The mark has spread all over the right arm going through the right eye. Zabuza stood in shock, from the chakra that emanated from Naruto's body. But he folded the seals. Suetun, 5 hungry sharks, said Naruto the moment he spat out the water, which took the form of a wave from which sharks were formed, flying to Zabuza. He stood in shock. He couldn't make a move. The sharks crashed into Zabuza and he flew into a tree. His sword was at Naruto's feet. He picked it up and started waving and later sealed it on his hand. Karma deactivated and the tattoo disappeared. Naruto trains each of his skills so as not to lose consciousness on a mission. But then senbons flew into Zabuza's neck. Thank you for neutralizing the criminal, but please return the sword. This is the property of the fog. Umbu Kiri said. Roll up your lip, kid, you're not rolling the wrong one, said Naruto. His chain in his hand spun and pierced the heart of Zabuza. From this Umbu stood in shock, but he abruptly folded the seals. Hayatan, hail of ice needles, said Umbu. More than 100 ice needles flew at Naruto. But Naruto also folded the seals. Hayatan, the dome of the ice rock of majestic nothingness, said Naruto. It was covered by a dome of ice. Go away, or do you want to die? Naruto asked. You killed Zabuza-san, I will take revenge on you, shouted Umbu. Revenge is a nasty thing, to take revenge once and again later, so that the circle of endless hatred does not begin soon. I will kill you, Naruto said, starting to fold the seals. Kakashi understood why Naruto decided to do this, because he personally felt a circle of hatred when his beloved was killed. Then he did not take revenge, but cursed the one who killed her. Kakashi truly respected his sensei. He became his second father, because Naruto trained Kakashi more often than Minato. Kato, the evil demon fox, said Naruto. A moment and he blows out a fire that later took the form of a fox. He rushed to Amba. He created an ice dome for himself, but he did not save him and he began to burn. He was screaming, but thanks to the genome, he put it out. It's not bad, for the first time I see a man who could burn my ice, Umbu said while treating serious wounds. PF, Naruto snorted arrogantly. His rhombus began to produce patterns. Lines and spirals began to go all over the right hand and ending by passing through the right eye. The moment and the scara of this eye became black like the pupil. The iris became even brighter and began to glow. You miserable worm, fall on your knees in front of me or I will torment you. That hell will be considered paradise, arrogantly gave Naruto. Yuri welcome, Umbu said. Kakashi, close your eyes to the geniuses and yourself, otherwise the psyche will be shaken, Naruto said smiling sweetly, but Kakashi knew this smile he swallowed nervously from her. Naruto always smiled like that when he tortured people who were scum who descended to the violence of women. Hi, said Kakashi. He created clones and closed everyone's eyes. Those were torn, but they were calmed down. You asked for it yourself, said Naruto. 4 chains flew out of his body and pierced his palms and feet. Umbu screamed. Amaterasu, said Naruto. Then a black fire appeared on the Umbu that was not extinguished. Umbu was screaming terribly. You're pathetic, Naruto said. The chains were gone, as was the fire. Here Umbu folded the seals through pain. Hayatan, the needle of death, said Umbu. A needle with the size of a menma flew into Naruto, who was the tallest genin in the team. For this, Naruto deactivated karma and Jogan. He raised his left hand and 2 diamonds appeared on his palm, one covering the other, Maiden, the all-consuming abyss, said Naruto. The technique was sucked into a rhombus that was closed by another rhombus, Maiden, karma, said Naruto. Blue fire flew into the umbu. He did not survive and died. You can open your eyes, said Naruto. Everyone opened their eyes and saw nothing. Where are the corpses? Sasuke asked. Did I destroy them, or do you want to see me torture Amba? Naruto asked. Kakashi turned pale and covered the genins with himself. Don't, I saw this one for the first time, I couldn't sleep for a week, and they even more so, said Kakashi. Yes, I was joking, relax, let's go further, said Naruto. They went on to the builder's house. They were warmly received there. The builder's daughter was very kind and gentle. But Tetsuna's grandson is gloomy. Sensei, what are you going to do with the sword? Menma asked. I will give it to my child, someday I will get married, Naruto said, looking at the sky, remembering Madara, who was alone, was gentle and kind, which she hid behind a mask of composure and a gate of ice. It's clear, the genin said and left. Sensei, what's the mark on your palm? Kakashi asked. And this is a long story that even you don't need to know, no one knows about it and it's for the best, said Naruto clearly, it's better this way, Kakashi said and left. Everyone ate later and went to bed. Naruto sat on the roof and started looking at the moon. Brother, I apparently fell in love with her Pashi, and not like before for a year, but forever, even if she is the #1 villain, I will still love her, Naruto said. He got up and went to bed too. They trained for a week. Kiyomi, Minako and Sakura were taught by Naruto's Ireninjutsu. Naruto also showed the techniques of the elements for everyone who had. Now they were having dinner. Naruto, as always, was sitting and reading a book about philosophy. Kakashi was explaining something to the genins about training. But then Tetsuna's grandson flared up. Why are you training? Gato will kill you anyway, you don't know anything about the loss of your loved ones. Inari shouted, and that was the grandson's name. Inari, that's enough, you can't do this to the guests and those who guard us, said Tsunami, daughter of Tazuna. Naruto closed the book. There was a glint of rage in his eye. The book was closed with such a slap that the wind blew the hair back. Naruto just threw it into a wooden wall without even impregnating it with chakra. She easily broke through the wall and flew away somewhere. But everyone saw how she burned in the fire. The wall has been restored. You're a brat who gave up. I'm a classified shinobi who went through the war. I lost almost everything that was dear to me, and if you gave up after seeing the death of one person, it doesn't mean that someone else will give up, so sit eat while I'm kind. Naruto hissed. No worse than a snake. Then a yellow snake crawled out from the second floor and approached Inari. She hissed and hovered over Inari. When everyone heard the cawing, everyone saw a yellow crow on Naruto's shoulder. 6, calm down, over here, said Naruto. The snake obediently crawled over and began to wipe itself on Naruto. Naruto-sama, why do you put up with these pathetic people? You put up with what they say to your face. For this I would kill. The snake hissed. You can't. 6, as always you like to kill first and then think. So he will spoil the relationship between the land of waves and Konoha, said the raven. Enough else, it's not worth the reputation of Naruto-sama, hissed Snake. Will both of you be enough, or should I train for you? Naruto asked. Sorry, Naruto-sama, said both Pet-san. So the days went by. But now Naruto with Kakashi and Geninami except Minako and Kiyomi were standing on the bridge. How then? Gato's gang and Gato himself appeared at the end of the bridge. Ha ha ha. Nito the demon couldn't cope with the team. The weakling can't do anything to me, Gato said, laughing. The whole horde started laughing after him. Naruto stepped forward and his karma is activated. You are a pathetic nobody who considers himself the strongest, but without your money and mercenaries you are not who. I will feed you to my 6, said Naruto. A snake crawled out of his back. She hissed rapaciously. But abruptly Naruto took out his left palm. He folded the seal with one hand and a shadow clone appeared. The horde began to laugh. But the clone ate the clay from the original's hand and ran to the horde. Naruto grinned and Team 7 filled their legs with chakra. the clone ran into the crowd and got hit. But he started to inflate. A second and there was an explosion. Almost everyone except Gato was dead. Naruto's snake started crawling towards him. New blood, I'm so glad, hissed 6. Gato tried to kill him 6, but it didn't work. It is not possible to kill me and the crow of the Lord, we are invocations, we were also created by Shinigami the god of death himself, we are essentially artifacts of Naruto-sama, hissed the snake the moment the snake killed Gato and started eating him. Naruto also approached his team. I suggest we go back to Konoha, the bridge will soon be completed, and the Gato is eliminated, said Naruto. Thank you, said Tetsuna. No, Naruto-sensei, we need to wait until Tetsuna-san completes the bridge so that we can safely return. Kakashi said. Well, you're a bore, Naruto said resignedly. The bridge was completed a day later, because Naruto used a Makuden. There were snake patterns everywhere. But there were also statues of ravens in front of the entrances to the bridge. The bridge was named the Bridge of the Winged Serpent. Later they returned to Konoha where they left after reporting. Now the third stage of the Chunin exam was taking place. The whole team except Sakura passed that exam. Menma fought against Neji, Kiyomi against Temari, Minako against Shikamaru, Sasuke against Gaara and Shino against Kankuro. Kazekage was always strange, wore a mask. There was also Orochimaru who put a mark on Sasuke's neck. Flashback, Team 7 with Sasuke on their shoulder came to the tower. Opening the scrolls, Naruto came out. Hi, you guys are great, Naruto said with a smile. Uncle, Sasuke has a seal, he was bitten by Orochimaru or Orochimaru, said Menma thinking Orochimaru. He put a seal on Sasuke's shoulder saying something about strength. Minako said let me take a look. Naruto said he looked at the seal. He was shocked and very angry. That bastard, you're lucky Sasuke, you could have died because of her. Of course I'll take it off, but it may hurt, said Naruto. He started drawing symbols on the guy's body and when he finished drawing, he touched the seal with his finger. Fuinjutsu, the destruction of the curse, said Naruto. The seal began to burn with purple fire. Sasuke yelled but tried to endure. But after 10 minutes, the seal burned to the end, as well as the pain stopped, but in the eyes of the guy there was a strange pattern in the form of 6 terminal stars. Wow, to awaken Manjiko from pain, for the first time I see, said Naruto looking at the pattern. What are those eyes? Kiyomi asked. This Manjiko Sharingan is the penultimate Sharingan revolution. It has 3 abilities, the first 2 are individual, for example, Kakashi's Sharingan, which was given to him by his close friend, has a personal dimension and sucks objects there, called Kamui. There are such as Amaterasu eternal black fire that burns for 7 days and 7 nights or if there is no trace left of the victim. But so you can seal it. Everyone has the third ability, Susanoo, absolute protection. Uchi, Sasuke. Don't show these eyes to no one, we're in the barrier so no one knows, Naruto said seriously. Sensei, what's the fee? You have to pay for every power, Menma said. True, in general, to awaken Manjiko, you need to see the death of a person dear to you, but also the second payment is blindness, the owner is blinded by excessive use of the eyes, said Naruto. Then Naruto moved to Sasuke's ear and whispered something to him. Sasuke looked into Kiyomi's eyes and pierced Naruto's heart with his kunai. I wish for more power. Sasuke shouted, creating a skeleton of Susanoo. Kiyomi already had a Manjiko burning in her eyes, which was interesting. It was red in color and instead of a pattern there was just a ring around the pupil. But then it got dark in her eyes and she saw a lively sensei and a calm Sasuke. Well done, now you need to transplant your eyes. After the transplant I will put seals on them so that they can't extract them, said Naruto. That's where they started the operation. Naruto finished in an hour and cured them to such a level that they immediately caught on. Kiyomi's ring became the 6th ultimate star around the pupil. Sasuke appeared at the pupil of the ring without touching the star. Well, I've already put the seal on it, Naruto said. Naruto stretched out his hand to Sasuke's eye, but the moment and Naruto flew into the wall. Later, he came out in the dust and pathetically shook himself off. "That's all, your eyes won't be taken away, that's how the seal works," Naruto said with a smile. A moment and two Uchiha hugged Naruto. "Thank you, you took us under your care, trained us, opened our eyes so as not to take revenge, and helped us to give strength to defeat my brother and learn the truth from him." Sasuke said. "Yes, stop embarrassing me," Naruto said with a blush. And flashback, Minako and Shikamaru were fighting now. The fight was boring, but in the end Minako won by outwitting Shikamaru. When they were about to start the fight, the explosions thundered. Gaara Jinchuriki Ichibi got mad and ran into the forest. Menma and Sasuke followed him. The girls were standing by. "Sensei, what orders?" Kiyomi asked, looking at her opponents with a Sharingan. "Kiyomi, Minako, Sakura help evacuate civilians, Kakashi help the guys with Ichibi enemies. I take on myself," said Naruto. Seeing that instead of Kazekage was Orochimaru, said Team 7 and dispersed. Everyone started to do the work. Naruto stood up against 100 shinobi from Suna and Sound. "Haha, 1 against 100, someone said. "Shut up, this is the younger brother of the 4th Hokage, Naruto Namikaze, or the Yellow Raven," said another shinobi. "Yuri shaking me up," Naruto said. He folded the seals. "Hayatan, ice demonic mirrors," said Naruto. The moment and the whole 100 were surrounded by mirrors made of ice. Naruto, at an incredible speed, began to throw kunai from the elements of steel at all opponents. After 5 minutes, they were dead. Naruto started running around the village killing opponents. Whenever possible, he kept someone alive. But I felt that Hiruzen's chakra began to disappear. He ran there. When he came running, he saw a lot of shinobi. He walked up to Hiruzen and closed the eyes of the old man who died with a smile. Naruto's tears flowed. Team 7 was watching all this. "I'm sorry, old man, I couldn't save you," Naruto whispered. Hiruzen took care of the boys from childhood, trained them, communicated with them. He was like a grandfather to the Namikaze brothers, but the brothers had different opinions. Minato wanted to become Hokage when Naruto wanted to become his brother's shadow. Minato had a lot of friends when Naruto had 2 or 3 friends at most. Later, the funeral began. Naruto was wearing a black robe like the others. He bought the old man's favorite flowers, 2 pieces, as it should be. He put them on his grave. Naruto returned home where he changed clothes and went to the training ground. He started hitting the tree with his bare hands. There was blood, he spat on everything, he beat with rage. A minute later, the tree was smashed and knocked to the ground and Naruto's fists, which were covered in blood, began to heal. But now he has been called to a meeting where there will be a daimyo, elders Konoha and Shikaka Nara from the heads of clans. Naruto sat and looked at the table, or rather at the pen. The meeting was about Hokage and decisions about Sunday. There was also a lot of compromising material on the elders of Konoha in Naruto's press. Everything has already been decided about Suna and they started discussing about the title of Kage of the Land of Fire. "I offer my role for the title of Hokage," said Danzo. "I advise Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki. He is the brother of Minato Namikaze and a Yellow Raven to boot." Naruto was considered and is considered the most brilliant shinobi Konoha, said Shikakum. "Give me a minute, there are no more options?" Daimyo asked. "Well, there are 3 Sanins, either Jiraiya or Senju Tsunade, granddaughter of one Hokage," said Hamura. "I decided, more precisely, Hiruzen left me a letter a long time ago, where it was written that after his death or resignation from the post of Kage after the death of Minato, 5 Hokage will become Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki, so Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki becomes the 5th Hokage," said Daimyo. Danzo was seething with anger. Shikaku exhaled happily. Naruto got up from his chair and bowed to the daimyo's advisor and to the daimyo himself. "Daimyo-sama, I will take the post of Kage with honor, and I also order the elders of Konoha to be detained," Naruto said. "The moment an Umbu Hokage detained the elders, what does it mean?" Kaharu asked. "You are accused of treason by Konoha, the daimyo's advisors and the daimyo himself," Look through these documents, Naruto said, handing the documents to the named. He placed the seals of paralysis on each elder. After 10 minutes, all the documents were read. Everyone had eyes for 5 kopecks. Daimyo out loud that I think Danzo Shimura's Sharingans should be given to Sasuke Uchiha, who is considered the new head of the clan when he turned 16, as well as to remove the charge from Uchiha Itachi, since it was an order. Naruto Sadi agree. I allow you 5 Hokage to personally kill the traitors, said the daimyo with pleasure. Daimyo-sama, said Naruto with a snake grin. 3 kunai appeared in Naruto's hand. He threw them into a triangle around the traitors. Umbu, move away, said Naruto. The Umbu obeyed and moved away. Naruto walked up to Danzo and cut off his hand with a wave of his chains. After opening, everyone saw 10 Sharingan and a hand with the face of the first Hokage from the cells of one Hokage. We give our hand to Tsunade, Naruto said. He tore out Shirsue's eye and stuffed it into the flask. Sealed the hand and the eye in a seal on the hand. That I promised you that I would show you the full dance of the God of Thunder, said Naruto. At that moment, yellow lightning began to appear along the kunai. After 10 minutes, the dance ended and everyone saw completely in the cuts of the traitors. It's time to finish with you, Raiden, Thunder Chains, said Naruto. He released lightning bolts from his hands, which were in the form of chains that pierced the hearts of traitors. Well, there will be a ceremony in a week, the daimyo said. Everyone dispersed. Naruto was preparing for a week and a new Hokage costume was sewn for him. Now all the residents were standing at Konoha's residence. Everyone was looking at the man from the daimyo. Dear citizens of the village, your third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen died fighting with honor defending the village. Everyone is sorry, of course, but the village needs new Hokage and Hiruzen gave his recommendation and it was accepted by the daimyo. Meet the 5th Hokage, said the advisor. Then a man of about 32 years old in a Hokage hat began to come out. He was dressed in a white raincoat with red flame patterns at the bottom of the raincoat. The raincoat was open where a sleeveless white shirt was visible. The sleeves of the raincoat were also missing. There was a diamond on the right palm. On the back was the inscription, Shadow of Fire of the 5th generation. On the high collar there were 2 patterns, a yellow crow and a purple snake. White shinobi pants and high white shinobi sandals. There were bandages on his shins and chains on his wrists. Blonde hair was visible with a hedgehog on the shoulder blades. A hand took the hat and took it off the man. There was a guy about 32 years old with aristocratic features and blue eyes, and there was a smooth scar on his right eye. He looked at his people and smiled. Meet and greet, the 5th Hokage of the village hidden in the foliage. Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki, shouted the advisor. Everyone was shouting and rejoicing. What a difference, like the 1st and 2nd Hokage, said Naruto looking at his brother's face. I am Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki. I swear that I will protect Konoha at the cost of my life, as my brother did. I also declare that the elders of Konoha were executed for treason of the village. New elders will be chosen later. I also declare that Uchiha Itachi is no longer considered the new Chunin of Konoha. Danzo Shimura, a former advisor to Hokage, gave him an order without the permission of Hokage on the elimination of the entire clan. Shimura hated them, and it's time to tell all the truth that was hidden from everyone. Please come up to me Uzumaki Menmu and Uzumaki Minako, said Naruto. The children obediently got up and stood up to Naruto. He lifted them onto his shoulders with a smile. On the night when the demon fox attacked, my brother's wife and the last carrier of the Kubi gave birth, the seal weakens during childbirth, and when the children were born, a girl in a mask appeared and printed the Kubi. Then she set the fox on Konoha and with the help of him destroyed the floor of Konoha. The Uchiha wanted to intervene, but due to the fact that the girl in the mask had a Sharingan, they were forced to help evacuate the villagers. The fox was pushed out of the village where my brother and his wife sealed the fox in their children at the cost of their lives. Minako Uzumaki Namikaze and Menma Namikaze Uzumaki are their children. They used to hide it for fear that my brother's enemies might take revenge like that, but now they will be able to somehow stand up for themselves, so I officially declare that they are the children of the 4th Hokage. The children of Uzushio and the nephews of the 5th Hokage are the heroes of Konoha posthumously, because if it wasn't for them, then Konoha suffered even more, said Naruto. Everyone stood in shock. Everyone looked at the children with regret. They humiliated one of them because he was just born, but it turned out that they were beating the child of their beloved 4th Hokage. You can disperse. Sasuke Uchiha will ask you to come to my office, Naruto said and began to leave. He returned to his office where there were papers. He began to sort them out. 6 was sitting on his pillow next to Naruto and sleeping. Els was sitting on his shelf where he could rest. There were 5 portraits of Kage Konoha hanging on the wall. But later Sasuke came into the office. Naruto immediately pointed to the seat in front of him. Sit down, we need to talk to you, said Naruto. Sasuke obediently sat down on a chair and began to look at his guardian. Well, firstly, I know that I fell in love with my niece, so I give the go-ahead for your attitude. Secondly, if Itachi does not return to the village, you will become the head of the Uchiha clan at the age of 16, so here you go, Naruto said. Holding out the scroll, Uchiha opened the scroll. There were 11 flasks. 10 ordinary 3-washed Sharingans and the last one with a square-shaped shuriken pattern. These are the eyes that Danzo had. We didn't find any more at the base, but as a sign of apology on behalf of Konoha, we give you this together with Kiyomi, Naruto said, holding out the scroll. The scroll contained techniques of fire, lightning, and water. Sasuke had the lightning element, and Kiyomi had the water element. Thank you, will I take all the Sharingans? Sasuke asked. I will take only Shirsue's eye, I have more reliable. I will seal the other 10 Sharingans into your brain, into your subconscious. If Itachi comes and lives here, you will give the seal to him, Naruto said, sealing the eye to his subconscious. Clearly, said Sasuke. Naruto sealed his eyes to Sasuke's brain. Okay, you can go, and also could you call Menma? Naruto asked. Good, said Sasuke, walking to the exit. And yes, I sent a message to Itachi via Raven. I'll give you a signal, Naruto said. Thank you, said Sasuke and left. Weasel, said Naruto. Umbu appeared in front of Naruto in a weasel mask, called. Weasel asked. Yes, find me Jiraiya and call me here, said Naruto. Hi, said Umbu and disappeared. So, we need to look for Umbu, who is the strongest, and start checking his fighters. Later all shinobi, so Faceless, was the strongest. Umbu Danzo and loyal to the village and not Danzo. It's good that the daimyo allowed the root Umbu to come under the control of the Hokage. Faceless, dog, said Naruto. 2 Umbu appeared in front of Naruto. One was dark-haired and the other was ash-haired, called. Ask the doggies, your task is to check all the ANBU, the main faceless one, the dog will help, and people don't need to inflate points. I need strong personnel, Naruto said. Hi, permission to perform? Faceless asked. Permission granted, said Naruto. The Umbu disappeared and Menma passed through the door and Jiraiya entered through the window. Hello, old man, Menma is a task for you, Naruto said. And what is it? Menma asked. Rank A or even S, said Naruto. And what is the point? Jiraiya asked. Your task is to return Tsunade by any means to Konoha. Her idea about having a medic in the Genin team is very good and I would like to promote her, but you need her to personally start supervising with this, Naruto said. Okay, I know where she is, so we'll be there soon, Jiraiya said, taking Menma by the scruff of the neck and jumping out of the window. Turtle, raccoon, said Naruto. Yes, Hokage-sama? Asked Umbu, who called Turtle. Call the Council of Clans. Raccoon, take your squad and guard the gate, otherwise 2 Chunins are only standing, Naruto said. Hi, said Umbu and disappeared. After 30 minutes, where the papers had already been sorted, Umbu appeared in a turtle mask. Hokage-sama, everyone is waiting for you, said Umbu. Well, free, said Naruto. Umbu disappeared. Point 6, Els, be here, said Naruto. Leaving the office, he went into the hall where the heads of clans and the head of the village council and Kakashi were sitting on behalf of the clan-free shinobi. Hello, the heads of clans and the head of the village council, said Naruto and bowed weakly. Hello, Hokage-sama, why did you gather us? Shikaku asked. There are several reasons, let's start in order. The first new elders I chose, the first and in fact my right hand Shikaku Nara, the smartest person after me in Konoha, the second Hayashi Hyuga, since his clan is now considered the strongest in Konoha, the third Kakashi Hatake, he is the most famous clanless shinobi after Jiraiya. I would have him. I wanted to plant it, but he is traveling. Who has an objection? Naruto asked, raising an eyebrow at everyone. No, Hokage-sama. Everyone said great. The second, I decided that people from an extinct clan do not have to have a harem. If a person wants to, then let him start, but it doesn't matter. The second, Jiraiya and Menma Namikaze moved out for Tsunade Senju, said Naruto. Asked that I interrupt, but why Hokage-sama? Shikaku asked. There is nothing I understand. Tsunade Senju during the war suggested that there should be at least one medic in each shinobi team. She was refused, but now I thought and decided to implement this idea, but this requires Tsunade herself, Naruto said clearly. Does anyone mind? Shikaku asked. No. The others said okay. Third, I have corrected the powers. Now the village council does not interfere in the affairs of shinobi. I'm going to tighten the requirements in the shinobi academy, said Naruto. But, Hokage-sama, now and so genins are not weak, said the head of the village. They are not strong. A shinobi who can only create illusory clones and throw shurikens 5 out of 10 is not a shinobi. During the war we were trained harder, so to pass the exam to know the theory above. 80 points, kunai and shurikens October 10th, and if the chakra and control allows, then shadow clones, if not, illusory. Who is against it? Naruto asked. There is no point in resisting. Your verdict will strengthen Konoha's combat power if every second person is able to shadow clone and throw kunai and shurikens. Well, Shikaku said. Well, in the last news, my strongest Umbu will check the classification of each shinobi, said Naruto. That's good, Shikaku said. If that's all, the meeting is over, Naruto said and began to leave. Naruto was sitting at his desk and filling out papers when 3 people came in. Tsunade, Jiraiya and Menma. Mission accomplished, Menma said. Well done, here's your reward, said Naruto handing over the money. Jiraiya and Menma came out. And why did you call? Tsunade asked. You should have it, Naruto said, handing her the scroll. What's there? Tsunade asked. Danzo Shimura is a bastard, issued an order to cut out the Uchi for the sake of Sharingans. He also encouraged the Uchi for a coup d'etat, giving the Uchiha Itachi an order to cut out all. He took the eyes of the Uchi, but not all. He could only 10 Sharingans, but before that he took the eye of Shisui Uchiha. He wanted to use these eyes as immortality, and that he could control all the eyes. Orochimaru created his hand from the cells of your grandfather. The elders were executed for treason, and the hand belongs to you as Sasuke's Sharingans, said Naruto. Tsunade was in shock. Cut out the whole clan for the sake of fucking eyes. But what about the children? Tsunade asked. Danzo didn't care. He adopted a dislike for the Uchiha from your second grandfather. There were only 4 left, the girl in the mask who attacked Konoha, Itachi Uchiha who was cleared of charges, Sasuke Uchiha and Kiyomi Uchiha, said Naruto. Beast, but is that the only reason you called me? Tsunade asked. No, I heard you wanted at least one medic in each team. Naruto said he wanted to, but the elders did not make this decision. Tsunade said sadly. So I thought about it. It's very effective, but I need your help. You think you're the best medic in the world, so I suggest you take control of the hospital, said Naruto. I agree, and where will I live? Tsunade asked. As it should be in the Senju quarter, Naruto said, handing her all the documents. The girl took everything. Do you remember where the block is? Naruto asked. No, I haven't forgotten. I'll probably go, Tsunade said. And yes, I would like to ask you to take Kiyomi Uchiha and Minako Uzumaki Namikaze as students, please, Naruto said. Well, let them come to Polygon 12 by 10 o'clock, said Tsunade. And left L's tell the girls please, said Naruto. Hi, said the crow and flew away. Then Umbu appeared in front of Naruto in a raccoon mask. Hokage-sama. 2 people approached Konoha. One is definitely Uchiha Itachi, but the second I don't know, said Umbu. All right. Take them to me, just let them put on the henge, said Naruto. Hi, said Naruto started waiting when he heard a knock on his door. Enter, said Naruto. Two children came into the office. But later they turned into people aged 18. The first had charcoal hair and strange stripes parallel to the nose, the second had brown hair and a mole under the eye. Who is Itachi? Naruto asked. This is my girlfriend Izumi Uchiha, then I took her with me, Itachi said, looking at me with a Sharingan. It's your business, the charges were dropped from you by my decision and the daimyos, so you can now live in the village with your girlfriend in peace, Naruto said. But I was about to sacrifice myself to awaken the eyes of my younger ones, Itachi said. It's too late. I convinced Sasuke a long time ago that we need to find out the truth first, so he wants the truth, as well as he and Kiyomi have already awakened their eyes, and even the eternal Manjiko thanks to me, said Naruto. It's clear, Itachi said. Then a yellow crow flies in through the window. I told the girls everything, said Vornaels. Call here yourself. Guess who, said Naruto. After about 10 minutes, Sasuke entered the office. Itachi? Sasuke asked. That's right, Itachi said, poking two fingers into Sasuke's forehead. You will take custody of them, no matter how your brothers and sister, said Naruto. Yes, I want to take them under guardianship, if they don't mind, Itachi said. Don't mind, but I'll be seeing Sensei, Menma and Minaka, Sasuke said. Well, your block was not demolished, here are all the documents and accounts of the clan for you, Naruto said, holding out the documents. Thank you, said Itachi. And yes, keep it like the other, said Naruto. He opened Shirsue's eye and handed it to Itachi. Where did you get it from? Itachi asked. He was at Dasno's, who is feeding worms now, Naruto said. Thank you, said Itachi. The Uchiha left and Naruto continued to fill out the documents. But then the elders of Konoha enter the office. Hokage-sama, we have not chosen who will be Chuninami, said Hayashi. Who are the contenders? Naruto asked. Sasuke Uchiha, Kiyomi Uchiha, Menma Namikaze, Minako Uzumaki, Shikamaru Nara and Neji Hyuga. Kakashi said. Nara will definitely become a Chunin, he showed intelligence, and for Chunin it is necessary, but I'm not sure that physical training is at the level of Chunin. Naruto said. My judgment is that 6 people should become Chunins, everyone has skills, Kakashi said. Who's against it? Naruto asked. No one answered. Well, I'll tell you everything myself, Naruto said. The elders left. Umbu called all 6 of them. Naruto prepared the documents and vests. All 6 of them looked at Naruto with respect. And so, you were gathered here to tell you, I and the elders decided to give each of you the title of Chunin, but you can't relax, you will be checked once a year, Naruto said, handing each a document and a vest. Carry them with pride as the title of Shinobi Konoha, said Naruto. I serve Konoha, said the new Chunins in vests. Well done, free, 2 days of rest. Later you will be assigned to teams, said Naruto. Time skipped 3 years. During this time, Menma went on a journey with Jiraiya. Kiyomi became a snake Sannin thanks to Naruto, who gave the summoning scroll. The girl had the ability to turn hair into snakes. Sasuke became the Sannin of the hawks. Menma is the Sannin of toads, and Minako is the Sannin of slugs. Now Naruto was sitting at the table and sorting out papers. It would soon be 6 in the evening, and at this time he was going home where he now lives alone. The Uchiha moved to the Uchiha quarter to their brother who married Izumi. Menma and Minako bought a huge house. Naruto lived alone and trained after work. As Jiraiya enters him, Naruto looked at him questioningly. My spies found out that the leader of the Akatsuki is now in the rain. I'm going there for reconnaissance, said Jiraiya. You look, if a problem starts, add a chakra to your shoulder, then I will appear and take you from there, Naruto said. Haven't you decided to take care of the old-fashioned thing? Jiraiya asked with a smile. No, I just don't want to get a triple headache, Naruto said with a smile. And who is the third? Jiraiya asked. Either you're a fool or you're blind, Naruto said. And who is it? Jiraiya asked. Tsunade, she loves you, but she doesn't like it when you peek, said Naruto. Well, I'm quitting writing novels, Jiraiya said, and started to leave. Good luck to you, and when it's hot, call me, said Naruto. Okay, said Jiraiya, and left. Naruto was sitting and filling out papers. A week has passed since Jiraiya left and should already be in the village. Naruto used the snake senjutsu. But then Jiraiya's seal vibrated. Naruto abruptly found himself there and saw that Jiraiya was going to be pierced. Naruto quickly folded the seals. Makoto, a wooden barrel, said Naruto. The blows were stopped by the wood that took Jiraiya into the barrel. Naruto sealed the barrel to his seal. He began to look at the 6 paths of pain. They looked into blue eyes with a vertical pupil. You think a lot about yourself, Nido God, said Naruto. Ha, you can't cope with me, with God, said the way of the Virgin of Gravity. Do you call yourself God? You're a pathetic invalid who controls the dead through chakra sensors, Nagato, said Naruto. Nagato was surprised. But the moment Naruto folded the one-handed seal of concentration, the technique of hidden fog, said Naruto. Then a fog enveloped everyone, but the moment and 2 bodies were killed and sealed. When 4 pains were watching Naruto, who was not in a fog. A frenzied ki started coming from him. Nagato as well as his body began to tremble. Just try to get into Konoha, I will torture you so that you will want to die, Naruto said. Understood, said Pain, and remember, getting Rinnegan does not mean that you are a god. Here's a warning for you, said Naruto. There was a small piece of wood in his hands and it started to burn. Naruto threw it towards the tracks and disappeared in yellow lightning. A moment and the fog exploded, which meant that there was also gas in the fog. Naruto appeared in the office. The mole. Come here quickly, Tsunade. Naruto shouted. Umbu hearing this immediately went to the hospital. Naruto printed out Jiraiya and began to treat him, but a second medic is needed. After a few minutes, Tsunade came and, seeing Jiraiya, quickly jumped up and began to treat. In 5 minutes they cured Jiraiya. Kat, Ibiki and Inoichi bring here, said Naruto. After about 5 minutes, Ibiki and Inoichi came. Naruto printed out the body of 2 ways. Jiraiya was unable to capture the body. Look at the memory of these corpses. These are 2 Akatsuki leaders' body. They are dead, but for reliability, pull out the black chakra receivers, said Naruto. Hi, said the brainheads. After taking the bodies, they left. Jiraiya started to open his eyes. Phew, I'm alive. Thanks Naruto for giving me a chance to say that I love Tsunade in the eyes, said Jiraiya with a smile. Tsunade started crying and hugged the old man. Fool, if it wasn't for Naruto, then you would have died. I love you even though you're a pervert, said Tsunade. Ahem, talk at home. Pain won't get into Konoha. I threatened him and he was trembling. As well as all his bodies were destroyed by my technique, so it will take time until he restores them. Naruto said. Thank you, kid, Jiraiya said. Tsunade and Jiraiya went to the hospital where he was put on treatment. They also decided to carry out procedures to restore the hand through the cells of the first one. They took Danzo's hand, but first they transfused blood to Tsunade Jiraiya and also transplanted cells. Later, they started an operation that was successful and Jiraiya officially started dating Tsunade. Konoha's economy has become better and there is twice as much money in the treasury. Konoha's fighting power became stronger thanks to strong genins, as well as Itachi and Izumi transplanted eyes before transfusing blood and cells to each other. Naruto earned a lot without cheating. Itachi became the head of the Uchi. Minako became the head of Uzumaki. Naruto already held the title of the best Hokage in history. He improved the whole Konoha many times. The root Umbu became a separate unit. They were given more difficult missions but also highly paid. Also, other Umbu Hokage could have entered that squad, but the head of the Umbu who became faceless by order of the Hokage should check. Faceless was considered the strongest Umbu at the moment. Naruto's personal life has not changed, work is later than training. Sasuke and Minako started training and decided to unite the Uchiha and Uzumaki clan, as well as Kiyomi began dating Menma. Naruto was preparing him for the post of Hokage, so Menma became smarter and calmer, but the character of Uzumaki was not cancelled by anyone. But now Naruto was sitting and looking at Kakashi, who was begging him to tell about his diamond in the palm of his hand. Okay, just not to anyone, I'll put a seal on the brain so that no one can get this information. Naruto said he put up a barrier. When Kushina gave birth, I was sent on a mission. There I started a fight with Nukeninum, and when he was near death, he used a strange technique. I appeared in the past where I saw Uchiha Madara, who was poisoned with a poison that does not allow you to control the chakra and body. They were going to kill her and I saved her. Then I found out that I would be in that world for 4 years. I became friends with Madara. When 3 years passed, a man in all white appeared. It turned out to be the leader of the clan of half-gods. Then I myself was at the level of God according to Shinigami-sama. He wanted to kill me, but I beat him to it. He created this seal for me where his mind was, but my chakra destroyed the mind and as a reward he left his power. Then I awakened all the genomes and elements, also when karma is activated, and that's what the seal is called. A new dojutsu Jogan is activated. He has the abilities of all Manjiko, also Byakugan. I have learned to control the eye and the horn that I have when using, but there is a minus, said Naruto, showing different images. And which one? Kakashi asked. When using karma, my pride rises to a high level. I consider everyone to be worms in karma. With all my strength I am equal in strength to Shinigami-sama, but it's not a fact that I will win, Naruto said. Kakashi was in shock. He looked at Naruto with admiration. That is, this seal gives you chakra and strength, said Kakashi. That's right, said Naruto. Could you put a seal on me that increases my chakra level? Kakashi asked. Why would you? Naruto asked. I have little of it, and Sharingan eats a lot, said Kakashi. Okay, said Naruto. He started putting seals and now Kakashi's chakras were like 2 kages, but now Naruto was filling out the paperwork. How then? The eagle of the cloud flew to his window. Naruto took the letter and began to read it. Venerable 5th Hokage, I am the 4th Raikage to convene the Council of 5 Kage in the Land of Iron in 4 days, the topic of Akatsuki in their actions by 15:00. Naruto thought about it. Wolf, call Itachi Uchiha and Hatake Kakashi here, said Naruto. Hi, said Umbue. A minute later, the named ones stood in front of Naruto. And so, in 4 days there will be a council of 5 Kage. I received an invitation. You will accompany me, so the rules require, said Naruto. Hi, said Shinobi. We are moving out now. We have 4 days to stomp into the country of iron, Naruto said. Everyone packed up and went to the land of iron. In 4 days they got there. There were 3 hours left before the start. Konoha went inside. Everyone bowed to the Hokage. After going inside, everyone was already sitting there. Hello, Honorable Kage, I am glad that I received an invitation from the esteemed Raikage to an important meeting, Naruto calmly said and bowed weakly. Hello, Hokage Dano, we are glad that you came, said Raikage. Hey. Naruto sat down in his seat and from behind on the chairs of his shinobi defenders. And so, I announce that the Kage meeting is open. The leader of the Iron Country told Mifune, thank you for accepting permission to hold a Kage meeting on your territory. I called about Akatsuki. They kidnapped 8 Biju, including my brother. Only the Jinchuriki of the Leaf remained. We need to do something with them, said Hey. I agree with Raikage Dano, said Naruto. We also agree, said Gaara. 5 Kazekage. The stone also agrees, said Oanoki. 3 Tsuchika. Just 2, said Mei. 5 Mizukijo. I see you have already decided to start a war with us. Then I offer you an offer, said the girl in the mask. Raikage already wanted to fly as the branches of trees wrapped around him. All the Kage were closed by the defenders, but Konoha stood behind Naruto and his chains were dissolved. It is not necessary, Raikage Dano, to destroy furniture and a building, especially since it is pointless. She has the ability to become air forms, that is, sometimes attacks pass through her. Naruto said. No wonder they call you the best Hokage, Naruto-san. We need an 8-tailed and 9-tailed, said the girl. You kidnapped my brother. Hey said no, he disappeared. Your decision? The girl asked. No. Everyone shouted to Kage. Then I, Uchiha Madara, declare the Fourth World War shinobi, said the girl and disappeared. I propose to create an alliance and make a headquarters in the Cloud Country. There were no Nukanins from the Cloud in Akatsuki. Naruto said we agree, said Kage. Then the samurai will also accept the war, and I propose Naruto Namikaze Otsutsuki for the post of commander-in-chief. Mifune said. But why him? Asked Hyatt. Simple, Kazekage is young, Tsuchikage is old, Akatsuki were created in the fog, you are hot-tempered, he is the best option, said Mifune. We agree, said the other Kage. Then I will take this position with honor, said Naruto. Well, the marshal will be a young Kazekage. We begin to prepare, we will share resources, as well as information, said Naruto. Preparations have begun. Menma and Minako were sent to Turtle Island, where they found out that Minako and the fox are friends and he believes that these twins are children from the prophecy, but Menma could not and he forcibly took the fox's chakra. Minako joined the med squad because she is a student of Tsunade, but Menma was guarded on the island. There was also by Jinchuriki Hachibi, but now 5 detachments were standing in front of the headquarters where the commanders were standing. People started quarreling, but Gaara calmed them down. Naruto with Raikage and other Kage besides Kazekage remained at the headquarters. The headquarters was surrounded by a barrier for protection that Naruto personally put up. The battles began, but then Menma came out of the island. Damn, I'll stop him with Raikage, Naruto said. Raikage and Naruto are gone. They appeared in front of 2 Jinchuriki. Menma, come back to the island, you haven't mastered the fox chakra 100% like your sister, said Naruto. No, I want to help, I feel emotions like Minako. Menma said. I'll have to kill him to make the Akatsuki stay, said Hey. It started as in the canon and those were missed, but they were not happy for a long time. Madara was resurrected. The battle against the alliance began and she danced with them. And when the meteorites fell, she sent the forest to Oanoki and Gaara. But the moment and the fox were bound by a fiery serpent. The rest of the Kage landed at the Kage. Menma, go help in another place, you are not her equal, said Naruto. Naruto? Haven't seen you for a long time, 12 years, you're getting 36 now, Madara said. Hello, Madara, you are as insanely beautiful as then, but I'm sorry, I'm the 5th Hokage and I have to end this war, Naruto said. Wow, the one who attacked the village then became a Hokage? Are those words true? Madara asked. Yes, then I wanted to say goodbye, but let's dance, I want to see what you've achieved, Naruto said with a grin. PF, Kato, the great fiery destruction, said the girl. She blew out a lot of fire. She flew on the Kage. Naruto raised his left hand and 2 diamonds appeared there. Aten, the all-consuming abyss, said Naruto. All the equipment was sucked into the diamond. Madara was seriously surprised. For no reason I was called the best Hokage. Maiden, karma, said Naruto. From another diamond, a lot of blue fire flew out, which swirled and flew at Madara. She had to swallow the technique with the help of Rinnegan. Still, those eyes are yours. Well, okay, Run-Tun, laser circus, said Naruto. A lot of lightning shells flew at Madara, but they crashed into Susanoo's ribs. Shu-Tun, the right of the gods, said Naruto. The moment and spikes of crystals pierced the ribs and even touched Madara. Yotan, a stream of flaming boulders, said Naruto. Naruto started spewing lava that solidified and flew at Madara. The ribs that were left were cracked from them. Shikuden, a sizzling flash, said Naruto. Balls of heat appeared behind him and flew at Madara. But at a distance of 6 meters, they gathered and became a big ball, and an explosion thundered. Madara had to create a humanoid, Makoto, the wooden dragon, said Naruto. A dragon flew at Madara from a tree that sucked all the chakra out of Susanoo. So many genomes, said the surprised Madara. Come on, let's dance. Naruto asked. The moment both Madara's scythe and Naruto's chains collided. Both smiled at each other and started dancing. It was very fast and clear. Only the Uchiha could see the movements. But later they switched to taijutsu. But Uchiha folded the seals with the help of her hand and Naruto's hand and jumped away from him. Kato, the great fireball, said Madara. A ball of 15 by 15 meters flew at Naruto. His rhombus began to produce patterns, and the whole arm and the right half of his face were in patterns. The moment and substituting his right hand, he absorbed the technique. Madara was surprised by this image, but noticed the relief muscles. A noticeable blush appeared. Are you human? Madara asked. No, the person who killed God cannot be an ordinary person. God is standing in front of you, Naruto said, grinning like a psycho, and the phrase was expressed too arrogantly clearly. The gods are arrogant, so during this seal he becomes arrogant. Madara thought clearly. Doton, the earthen peaks, said Madara. Spikes flew at Naruto. Then his right eye's scara turned black. Rotation, said Naruto. A moment and he spun in a blue ball. The spikes were destroyed. Everyone saw a new dojutsu. So, this dojutsu has Byakugan abilities. What else? Madara asked in her head. I will tire your thirst for questions. This dojutsu is called Jogan. It is impossible to kidnap him, because this is not my eye, but the eye that gives me a mark. Tearing out my eye he will be ordinary. Cutting off the hand the mark will not disappear but will move to another part of the body. It is tied to my soul, said Naruto. What else can he do? Madara asked. Amaterasu, said Naruto. The moment and on Madara there was a fire of black color. The armor burned down to the body and everyone saw a taut stomach and her arm was white. We also saw a little breast size 4 in bandages. I understood how you awakened Rinnegan, but it doesn't matter. Cool body, said Naruto. Madara blushed, but she was bored. Susanoo, said Madara. In front of Kage stood Madara in a samurai 150 meters. And how does my full Susanoo look? Susanoo, said Naruto. The moment and in front of the blue samurai stood a white samurai 160 meters. He had chains on his hands and 5 chains were also coming out of his back. Wow, the mutant battle will begin, Naruto said with a smile. The moment and the katanas of blue collided with the chains of white. Blue swung another katana to cut off his arm as his katana was knocked out by a white chain. The blue samurai kicked the white man in the torso, but he moved away from the blow and tripped. The blue one fell and the white one sat on it. The girl was embarrassed and the guy started looking at her with a smile. Dara, I still love you the same way as then. I don't care that you are the most dangerous Nuka-ninja, but I will always love you, said Naruto. I love you too, but we have different sides, said Madara. You are controlled by Zetsu. Lure him in, I will destroy him and then we will stop the war and start with a clean slate. Nagato is also alive, so will you resurrect through him, as a plan? Naruto asked. Well, let's say, how will you smear me in Konoha? Madara asked. Everything is simple, there is a seal on Obito, and I will change your memories of how Zetsu controlled you. Naruto said. Well, I agree, Madara said. The moment the blue samurai hit the white one and took off. He flew somewhere. Kage looked at it all. Let's go there, said Naruto, and all the Kage ran after the samurai. Everything went according to plan. Madara and Obito were forgiven and Naruto took responsibility for them. Naruto created Obito's second eye. Now 5 children of 6 years old were running through Konoha. The first was a black-haired hedgehog up to the shoulder blades that covered his right eye with blue eyes. He had aristocratic and cute facial features like all. Uchi was dressed in black pants and a black t-shirt. He was the son of the 5th Hokage and Uchiha Madara. Senshi Uchiha Namikaze II was ash-haired with black eyes. He was wearing a black hoodie and black pants. Cute and sharp facial features. The son of Kakashi Hatake and Obito Uchiha, Tsukumo Hatake Uchiha III was a girl with black hair that had island ends. Cute insular facial features on the cheeks with 2 stripes of purple eyes. She was dressed in a white t-shirt and black shorts. It was Naruko Uchiha Uzumaki, the daughter of Sasuke and Minako. The fourth was a boy with black hair with a crew cut like Menma's, 2 stripes on his cheeks, a wide smile and blue eyes. He was dressed in ordinary Uchiha clothes. it was Shursui Uchiha Namikaze, the son of Kiyomi and Menma, and the last copy of Itachi only had a mole like Izumi, dressed in a Uchiha clan tracksuit. It was Izao Uchiha, the son of Itachi and Izumi. Itachi himself ran after them, because these pranksters painted the entire Uchiha clan quarter where there were 40 people. We found 40 people of the Uchiha clan and 40 of the Uzumaki clan. The block is divided but have friendly relations. After the war, after 5 years, Naruto gave the post to Hokage Menma and became an elder instead of Kakashi. Madara, Kiyomi, Obito, and Sasuke became the elders of the clan. Menma and Kiyomi lived in the Uchiha quarter. Children's abilities, Senshi, has 2 Jogans and owns them well, but worse than his father, awakened all the elements and genomes and uses them well. Of course, far from Naruto, learned the average Fuin. It turned out that Madara had a mother Uzumaki. He had chakras like Kyuubi and good control, but he was far from Naruto. In Tai, Ken, Buken, Gen he is of the level of Jonin. Naruto also copied his karma and installed it. Senshi also received seals on his eyes like others. Kind, but sometimes when you need to be cold and insightful. Sakuma, 2 Tomoe Sharingan, the element of fire and lightning, ninjutsu of the Chunin level and knows Chidori. In Tai, Ken, Buken, Gen he is of the Chunin level, chakras like Jonin and more, cheerful but when you need calm. Naruto has 1 Tomoe Sharingan, the element of water and fire, ninjutsu Chunin, Tai, Ken, Gen, Buken Chunin, chakras like a 3-tailed, control medium Fuin. Cheerful but serious in training and in important matters. Shursui, double-washed Sharingan, fire and wind, Ning, Tai, Buken, Ken, Gen Chunin, chakras like a 1-tailed, always kind and cheerful but not stupid. Izao, 3-wash Sharingan, fire, earth and steel, ninjutsu Jonin. Thanks to Naruto's training on the genome and elements, Tai, Ken, gene level Jonin, Buken worse than Itachi. The guy has adopted all the genius of Itachi, but he is also not closed. Guys, I use a technique, my father said that only a few people can catch up with us with it. Put your hands on me, Senshi said, folding the seals. Jinten, shadowless flight, said Senshi. A moment and a blurry silhouette remained from the guys. The damn speed genome, Itachi said angrily. The children were running somewhere, but then they were grabbed by a yellow paw from the chakra. Everyone saw Minako in the fox chakra. She became like her mother, a beauty. Well, one of the people who can resist this technique, muttered Senshi. Mom/Aunt Minako/Sister Minako? The children shouted. What are you rushing for? Minako asked. Well, this is, Izao, let's get out of it. Your father is the head of the clan and you are older than all of us, Senshi said. Damn, and your father is a former Hokage. Well, it's a long story, Izao said. Listen, Senshi, who else can outwit this technique? Sakumo asked. Well, my mom, my dad, brother Menma and sister Minako, but also my uncle Minato, Senshi said. Minako dragged them to the neighborhood to the council of elders where their parents were. Senshi was best friends with Sakumo, Naruto with Shursui, and Izao with everyone. Here you are, little hooligans, Itachi said, running up. And what did they do? Minako asked. They painted the whole Uchi quarter except for their houses, Itachi said. Minako giggled. Well done, Menma and I did the same, only with Kage's faces, but it's better not to do with the mountain, they will make us wipe it off, Minako said in the ear of the children. And how did you do it? Naruto asked. Well, Senshi's father got us off, and he had to wipe everything off with clones, but he appreciated our art, Minako said with a smile, remembering her childhood. Everyone laughed. Later, they came to the Hall of Elders. These hooligans painted the whole block, Itachi said. The elders looked at the children. Everyone saw guilty smiles. But then Naruto came in and handed each child a bucket of water and a rag. Smiles with smiles, and art should be wiped away, Naruto said with a smile. The children sighed. Whose idea? Obito asked. Shursui stepped forward and gave everyone a big smile. That it was a general idea, Shursui said. Yes. The children said. Well, when you become genins, your sensei will be Itami Senju, the son of Tsunade Senju and Jiraiya. Menma said, why him? Asked Senshi. He will teach you Mokuton, others other skills, and what does he not suit you? Naruto asked. Well, when we were walking, we saw that he was spying, thanks to Jogen, I saw him and that he was spying on the girls, we made a general conclusion. Izao and Shursui gave him a Podshopnik, and Tsukumo and Naruko informed the girls that a pervert was watching them. Senshi said, the new Jiraiya, said Naruto. I wonder if he will write the same way? Kakashi asked, but then an iron spoon flew to his head. Naruto nervously looked at Madara and began to rub the top of his head, because sometimes he also gets hit on the head with a frying pan. So did Menma and Sasuke, they also get hit on the head. The children passed the Genin exam and became the 7th team. Itami bullied them during training, then he received the praise of Jiraiya and the fist of Tsunade. Jiraiya gave him wise advice, but now they were taking the Chunin exam. Now there was a fight between a certain Mitsuki and Senshi. Madara watched the fight. But then 3 white people landed on the arena. Kakashi began to evacuate with other friends. Naruto appeared in front of the Genins. Here are 2 foxes, let's capture him, said a man who looked like a girl but was a boy. Senshi, don't interfere, help the others, I'm here myself, said Naruto. Who are you, a human worm? Asked the same. I am not a man, but a god, watch your language, you jerk, said Naruto. Karma was activated and the horn grew. Incredibly, you have already met with Otsutsuki, so you also killed this horn. It was with Senshi Otsutsuki. I don't feel his soul in you, said the man with fear. That's right, I killed him to the end, his mind couldn't cope with my chakra and he left his powers to me, said Naruto. Jogen was burning in his eye. Well, worm, let's dance, said Naruto, but before the man could answer, he was killed. 2 were surprised. But Naruto folded the seals, combo of 5 elements, Raisengans, said Naruto. At the moment he had 5 hands. There were 5 balls on each one. You annoy me, worms, said Naruto. The first ball was with wind blades, the second was orange where fire was moving quickly around the ball, the third was with stones that flew next to the ball, the fourth began to sparkle, the fifth was generally from water, which, like fire, was spinning around the ball. Naruto sent all 5 Raisengans to Otsutsuki. There was an explosion. The Otsutsuki were killed. Naruto sat down on one knee. In the subconscious, Otsutsuki's consciousness was destroyed. Naruto's karma has increased many times. Senshi looked at it calmly. Don't relax, said Naruto. He sent an electric little Raisengan to Senshi, but it dissipated halfway. Only Naruto's friends knew what would happen. Senshi grinned, but then he felt a punch in the stomach. He flew into the wall, and Tatsu was with you.